Hello everyone. Vanakkam. I'm Daniel Jacob. I'm working as a Vice President of HR at EC Group International and also Executive Director of Your Loud Foundation. In our foundation, we work closely among different communities, especially with children from rural community and women from deprived community and also people from the marginalist community. That's where we work on. I'm glad to be a part of Global HR Committee of DLC. In today's DLC talk, I'll be talking about the evolving role of HR. I'm with EC Group International for the past 17 years. I joined as a MBA grad, just wanted to get into a corporate and where I'll be able to contribute to the organization with my knowledge and abilities. I joined as a junior HR executive and now I'm part of the global leadership team. And the kind of evaluation happened, it's tremendous. I was just hiring and calling people, fixing up interview as my job. Now I'm part of business. That's how my role in this HR is. In the last few decades, how HR evolved from being a personal management and an industrial relations department to a HR department and to a talent management department. Finally, the people part is becoming prominent in the HR practices that we do now. That is what I'm going to be talking to you in detail. And we've seen a lot of changes happen in the last few decades, but nothing like what happened during this pandemic. And we were clueless what to do. Now, I very much remember in April 2020, when my COO called me and said, Daniel, within a week, we need to make 100% of our workforce start working remotely, do everything possible to make it work. In an organization, there are three major parts of HR function. One is the work and the workplace and the workforce. And these 3 years kind of redefined all these three parts. The work is definitely redefined. When I say the work is redefined, see, when all this happened, thanks to technology, that it helped many of us to continue in the business that we were in, right? But technology changed the game in many ways. So we had an architect who wrote out a small automation script that kind of did 3 man-months work in 3 minutes. Some functions are totally changed. Technology took over. And secondly, the workplace. Obviously, no need of telling anything more. Coming into an office, setting up a workstation and meeting with our friends, and all that is gone. So now people started doing work from home. In September, October 2020, the kind of government relaxed a little bit of all the lockdown criteria. And as a HR team, we've been working closely with the people and we thought, what can we do? Something will regenerate people's energy and know what people are missing. And one idea, throughout the pandemic of the lockdown time, we've been working closely with individuals, calling them week on week, speaking to their family members. And now we collected a lot of information and we helped them also. So what we thought was, see, one thing that was not happening all these months because of lockdown, one thing was people are not receiving gifts. See, if they're in office, they'll be getting one gift or the other, right? Birthday, wedding anniversary, joining anniversary, this and that, fun thing, and all that, they'll be getting some gifts. Now, people are afraid to get even a courier, right? And we thought, why don't we actually send a gift? Then we said, okay, let us do a gift for the family because we've been discussing with the family. Then we thought, what else can we add more to it? And we said, let us do a customized letter for every employee. And a HR team, like writing to a friend, we wrote a letter to every individual, kind of asking all the details, mentioning all the details that we know about them during the conversations. And thirdly, how can we deliver? Then suddenly this strange idea came to me. I said, see, in Chennai, we have about 70% of our population, our employee population in Chennai. I said, see, I run an NGO. We are in the street helping throughout this pandemic time. And to mention about it, this pandemic time has been a great source of motivation to us because we were able to reach out to more than 125,000 people who were in need. People who lost job, people who do not have anything to eat, people who lost their livelihood. We kind of we helped families who lost livelihood to start a small business. We funded and also mentored them to be successful. We started 156 such businesses during this lockdown time. And so doing all this, I said, see, I don't mind going to employee's house, hand delivering this gift. And it looked crazy, but finally I convinced people that I'll do it. And the team will only tell them that there is going to be a gift coming, there is going to be a courier boy coming. Then I, with the gift, I went and knocked their door, ring their bell. When they opened, when I delivered the gift, the kind of joy that I saw them, because the several months in the past, they never had anybody coming home first. Secondly, never received a gift. And we used that opportunity to do this. And it was a super duper success. And I will say, that will be one of my best part of my HR career so far. One amazing thing that I noticed was most of our employees' work desk was in the living room. No, parents are going. No, the things are happening. Previously, in a video call, if something happening in the background, that was not acceptable. But now it is acceptable. That's the new normal. That's how the workplace is entirely changed. See, when we talk about workplace, during the pandemic, during the lockdown, it was work from home. Now it is work from anywhere. We don't even know who's working from where, right? That's how things changed in the workplace criteria. And finally, workforce. One of the major shifts that I see right now because of this lockdown and extended work from home and all that is the attitude and the mindset of people is changed, entirely changed. So many companies now, they're willing to open their offices, but we are not sure how many people will come, because that became the choice. And people, if they see value in coming to the office, they choose to come, but we cannot compel them to come. Okay. And the mindset is changed, and the workplace, we are right now comfortable and we are delivering what you want. Okay, don't compel us, don't ask us anything, don't ask us to come to the office and all that. And entirely their mindset towards work is changed, because previously there will be a home, there will be an office, and there will be so many things happening in between, right? We'll meet friends, we'll go to party, now we'll go to the tea shop, coffee shop that we are now fond of, and all that we do. Now, all of that is shift to the work at home. So there's a lot of things psychologically changing in their mind also. And so many other things that we can mention that you also know of. That's how all these three major components of HR in an organization is kind of going through a massive change. And that's where the role of HR is becoming very, very, very important. As HR community, we need to thank the pandemic, because in many organizations, HR role is redefined. It is redefined from just being a part of an operational helper to an organizational or business's strategic partner. Okay, as things are happening like this, and now there are so many things. There are terms that was defined several years before, but now it is becoming more relevant. I'll talk about few such terms before I get into my main conclusion. One topic that about in 2014 or 15, Forbes kind of put together a term called consumerization of HR. Oh wow, what is it? Consumerization of HR. Even when we read before, it did not make much sense, and some organizations were doing different things. But now, think the employees, the potential employees, and the customers as consumers. See, consumerization is a term that is used widely in marketing, not in HR, which means empowering the customer with an n number of options where they'll be able to choose what they want, how they want, where they want, and all of it, right? We as HR community should be able to provide this kind of an a la carte of services where the consumers, our customers are employees, potential employees, and our clients. So they'll be able to choose. And secondly, another interesting topic that we heard about it many times, but now it is becoming more relevant, the term called job crafting. Empowering the employee to craft the job or the employment they wanted to have. It is not that 9 to 5 I'll come work, now I'll do this work, and this is the job that will be given to you, this is the compensation paid to you, here is where you'll work, and to whom you will report to, and this is the kind of setup you will have, this is the kind of process that we want you to follow. All that is changing. The power shift had happened to the employees. Now they wanted to choose. See, in the late last year, a big thing happened in the Western market, especially in the US, called the Great Resignation. A lot of people resigned and people joining elsewhere. It kind of is hit India also, and it's going to be hitting more also. But I will not call it as a Great Resignation. I'm giving a new term for that. That is called, I will say, a great job hunt is happening. Why do I say that a great job hunt? Last week I was meeting with a candidate. In the first interview, she met with me and she said she already has 13 offers. You heard it right. She had 13 offers, and this is for the 14th offer. She is actually attending an interview with us. I was like, wow. Previously, you don't even tell if you have an offer, right? Now, people are upfront coming and telling you, see, I have 13 other options. Let me see how good your option is. Without we having an option for them, easily of these different options will become nowhere. So it is becoming, it looks like a more pressure on the HR, but as HR practitioners, it gives us a lot of joy on how much people are being empowered now, how much it is becoming more of a people-centric practices. But on the conclusion, what I would like to say is, we at the HR becoming more prevalent, becoming more heard in the organization right now. Any initiatives that we do, any policies that we make, anything that we do that will impact people is going to have a significant impact in the business also, right? So we need to be very, very mindful of few things that before we do things. Okay, one thing, I also coming from a NGO background, social service background, helping people and so on. One thing that is very, very important is, if you expect people to love you, if you expect people to love their job, if you expect people to love your organization, you first love them. That's very, very important, because love is never can be a transactional. It can be only relational, right? All of us. See, simple thing. Will it work in your family if love is transactional? It will not work. It's relational, right? The same way, as we expect things from employees, it is our opportunity, or it is our obligation first to start doing things with love. Okay, so 3 things. Okay, one is love, definitely. How can we, any of our initiatives that we do, how can we make people see the factor of love in that? Okay, we need to craft that kind of thing so that it is staying relevant to their heart, so that they feel satisfied. Second thing, the knowledge part of it, the wisdom. Okay, the 3 things are the love, wisdom, and power. These 3 things. Okay, the second I'm talking about the knowledge. Anything that they do, how can we bring in a factor that will help them that, oh yes, by doing this, I'm becoming more knowledgeable. By doing this, my knowledge level is increasing, right? And that kind of gives them or empowers them to feel comfortable with what they're doing. It's not just I'm working for money, but it's beyond that. My individual value, my personal branding value is increasing, right? That is the impact that we need to see of all the initiatives that we are doing. Thirdly, the power. We are not working with the people who are kind of on a survival needs, right? We are working with the esteem need levels, right? So which means it's beyond money, it's beyond the basic needs that we are able to provide. It's beyond all of that. It's more of a thing that we need to do that will help them feel proud about, help them feel that they have the power. Okay, when I say power, what is the power? Help them take responsibility, make them take decisions, make them run programs. Okay, that kind of gives them the feeling of power. Okay, and that feeds into their mind. That's very, very important. So this is what I want to say in this, in this major shift that is happening right now. Technology is going to play a major role, right? Technology is going to see, for example, all these operational assistant things that we as a HR team doing, already AI, bots and all kind of replacing. It's going to be more. In that sense, what cannot be replaced right now is the love and the empathy and the value that we are able to make others feel that they're also empowered, and the power that we are able to give them. I would like to encourage you that as you as HR professionals coming with growing empowerment within the organization, it is our responsibility that we have these factors in mind to reach out to people and empower them so that we can make a better community, not just within the organization, in this world also. Thank you so much.